Good day, blade lovers. Happy Tanto Tuesday, since I'm recording this on a Tuesday. And this is a Tanto. And I figured this knife, since it's one of my favorite all-time Tanto grinds, deserves some exposure, if you will, of its own. I had previously grouped this in with some other Rike knives, I think 3 other Rike knives. And it's such a nice knife for the money. And we're talking, I think, around 110, 15, somewhere in there, maybe up to 120, that it deserves some of its own time, shall we say. So we have here the Rike V, like Victor 2, V2. And it is one of my favorite Tanto grinds. Give you a little appreciation there. It's a G10 handle, Black G10, highly machined and sculpted. The lanyard hole is part of the back spacer, raised up. Otherwise wide open construction. A raised and very nice deep carry clip with plenty of spring to it. You got the Rike emblem logo on the pivot. Interesting target shape hole here, which actually is useful, and it can be opened with it. And just a really beautiful, complex Tanto grind. Very even on both sides. With these complex grinds, that's very often where they go wrong, is that it is uneven. This one appears to be, without taking pictures of both sides at once, this appears to be very even. A little trouble with the focus there, sorry about that. Stainless steel liners. And the steel is hidden here somewhere. I believe it's 154 cm or N690. That's a good question, since are they labeling it? I'm going to go with N690 on this one, as I best recall, and I did not look it up, but if memory serves me correctly, it is N690, the Italian steel used by Fox. However, country of origin on this, I believe, is China. So they broke the edge quite nicely at the top here with some chamfers. It is not weight relieved inside, near as I can tell. We'll shine a little light in there just to be sure. Nope, not weight relieved. So, brings us to the question, what is the weight? It is 5 ounces, pretty much exactly. So you can see where the lack of weight relieving gives it a little more weight, but 5 ounces, 5.025 that is not bad. We have a very nice action on it. And it is practically drop shutty with one shake or two. As I was saying, you can open it with that. Not real difficult. And of course the flipper. Flipper is a little on the aggressive side. Got its jimping there. We have no jimping on the back when it's open. We have a pocket clip that is pretty much one-sided because there's a cutout in the G10 for it. And we have a length of 9 inches, just under 9 inches. Got a blade of just under 4 inches, 3 7/8. Got a cutting edge of 3 7/8. Got a sort of usable choil here. I have to always be careful the first time I put my finger in there and make sure that I don't hit the corner. But yeah, you can use it. And if you're really concerned, what I do is just take a diamond file, lightly touch that corner. You don't really see it cosmetically, and it does save your finger if you want to use that. So the Rike V2, what else can we say about the Rike V2? I just think it's a beautiful knife. I mean, it may look a little space age in the handle to you, and Rike tends to do that. But their knives are just masterpieces of CNC machining. If you go and look at some of the Thor models, crazy stuff, just really nuts. $600 knives with M390, that's what you're going to get. Lower cost, but not really budget on this one. Maybe you could call this a mid-tech, not sure. Let's just grab the caliper and see what we get for handle thickness. Yeah, it's a little on the thicker side, almost 0.6. Blade stock, 3 millimeters, not particularly thick. It's a flat grind in here, fairly slicey. I mean, it's not a high flat grind because of the Tanto configuration. The Tanto is a longish Tanto with a rounded secondary point, which is interesting. And again, rather elongated. Let's just size it up against the Rat Model 1. Pivot to pivot. Get a similarly sized knife. The blade on the V2 is a little longer. Handle's about the same. Griptilian is going to be a little smaller, both in the handle and the blade. So it's not a small knife, being nearly 4 inches. I just find the design to be very compelling. Got a lot going for it there. Again, you may or may not like the handle. I tend to like the handle. I definitely do like the Tanto grind, and you may agree with me on that. And pretty much there it is, the Rike Model V like Victor 2. Hope you enjoyed this. Give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe. This Old Sword signing off.